All right, we live right now. Danger Zone Battle League. This is our second segment, edition, whatever you want to call it, of the Back Outside Live. We are trying to make sure that this next event is, you know what I'm saying, something that is successful and whatnot. So over the next couple of weeks, as I talked about, I'll be talking with, some of the battlers. I already talked to Buddha and Boogs, you know what I'm saying, staff about the card. We got right now none other than Mr. Main Event himself, you know what I'm saying? Back outside. What's going on, Relly Rell?
What's going on, OT? Shout outs to everybody that's watching this right now. Danger Zone Battle League, man. Team Hami, man. UBL, man. Everybody that I rock with, you know what I'm saying? We're here live and direct, man. Glad to be on the show.
All right. So this will be doing, man. This is an event that's happening again. Danger Zone Battle League back outside. This is happening the 28th of July. Is going to be going down at 811 South 5th Avenue. That's Maywood, Illinois, for anybody that's wondering what this is about. And Relly Rell, again, is on the main card, or he's the main event of the card, battling Mr. Mills. So I think we got a slight technical difficulty right now. Okay, you back. All right. Rell, that's what we're going to do, man. Your first battle ever to hit the Danger Zone Battle League platform was released September 9th, 2014. Who was that against?
Face.
It was against Face. All right. I'll do it like this, man. How did you get connected with Danger Zone? How did you get to that show and prove event?
If y'all don't mind me, I know we on a time limit, but you know me, man. I like to give good gems and good stories. So, it was like 6 degrees of separation with me in Danger Zone, bro. Like real talk.
Okay.
One of the first people that told me about Danger Zone, you know what I'm saying, was my home girl. She's one of my best friends. She's actually Jeff Rose's cousin, you know what I'm saying? And she put me on to them first, but I was like, nah. Then when I was running around doing music and in the trenches, used to be down with Danger Zone. Mike, is that his name? Mike, dark skin.
Mike B?
Yeah, yup. He been trying. He told me about Danger Zone like 2010, 2011, something like that. He like Ben told me, like, man, yo, you be doing these shows, but man, I got a battle league. It's called Danger Zone Battle League. And at that time, not to be disrespectful, but I just never saw myself doing that level of battle rap because I was so focused on music. But coming from New York, battle rap is everything. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just kind of was like, let me just focus on the music. So then that was the second time. And then the third time, there was a battle rapper that I used to be friends with, which I won't give that person their name, or like I just won't even speak on that person anymore. But
100%.
They had a battle, and they battled on a card with Coach Coleon. Well, at the time, Coach Coleon, my bad. Yeah, no, Coach Coleon, I'm about to say his old name. Coach battled Heavy Half, and he told me to come out to support him. And then I had realized, my fault, I had skipped something. I had realized that I had met Levi, Keys, Buddha. I think Levi Keys and Buddha. I met them at the King Juice event in St. Louis when Mav battled Hitman. I had met them there. We had just connected, and we clicked. So when I came to the Danger Zone event, it was like, yo, ain't you the one that we met at the St. Louis event? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit. And they was like, yeah, we won this, man. We was trying to tell you about this back then. I went to the event. I saw the battles. I saw, you know what I'm saying? You can see, like, you can watch certain battles. You can see I'm right in the center, right in front of center pause. And I just was like, you know what I'm saying? I bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just like, I'm going to get down. It was just too many instances where it was just like, you know what I mean? Like, people just kept telling me about the league. So I finally came through.
All right. So that first battle was with Face, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that's one of them joints that really lit the page on fire. We had no idea. I had no idea who you were. I'm gonna ask you a question, man. Keep it 100, man. Do you have the best first battle ever on Danger Zone? The best first appearance? What do you think?
I think so. I think it's between me and True. But I honestly do think so. I think what I did to Face, pause. Whoa, that was crazy. What I did to that opponent named Face, you know what I'm saying? Especially with who he was, I don't think nobody else did something like that. And the reason why, and I'll make this quick, the reason why is like, if you watch what True did to Chuck P, who's actually my cousin, Chuck P ain't had no battle before that. True ain't had no battle before that. But Face was given technically at that time, even though he was like on a redemption, you know what I'm saying, trying to get his name back or whatever, he was giving me the shot. And you seen what happened, you know what I mean? So that's why I feel like impact wise, I feel like the battle that I did with Face is the best show and prove of all time. I think it's the best introduction battle of all time, especially with it being 1 round, personally. I mean that bar for bar and everything.
No, I agree, man. I think it had one of the best reactions ever. Vic Damone Jr., that joint was crazy. You had a couple other joints, man. You had this NY style, man. I'll put it this way. We all know that you originally from New York. Outside of what happened with Face and then the battle we just talked about, how you even get into, you said you didn't see yourself doing it on that level, but how did you get into battle rap? Being from New York, I know you was into it, you was watching it and whatnot. Like, how'd you get into it?
Yeah, you know, so I'm sorry. Growing up in New York, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Like, you just gotta, you know, like growing up in New York and you rap, battle rap is like a forthright. You have to in order to prove that you nice. Gotta battle rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to battle. Like, now, obviously, it's no league, but just going from block to block, street to street. You couldn't say you was nice to somebody in New York and that other person be like, oh, he nice, and that's it. Because it would it be like, your man is nice, my man's is nice. All right, so let's put these dudes together and let's see who's the nicest one. And it had to be like that, block from block, hood to hood. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in that. You know what I'm saying? I battled a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? This is not an exclusive, but this is going to be exclusive to Danger Zone because I told this story on another platform, I think. And
breaking up a little bit, y'all. We'll get him back. Yo, Rell. We waiting right now. Really, Rell. He got okay. You good. Yep.
My bad. I'm back, bro. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, we last had you where you was talking about you was going through the story of you was giving a story.
About yeah. So basically what I was saying was I have a just coming up in the era that I came up in, you know what I'm saying? You had to battle, you had to use your talent in order to prove that you was the best, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, what I was gonna tell you was this. I'm sorry, this is an exclusive story I'm about to tell to Danger Zone crowd. But before I was even before I was even I was an adult, I battled 2 people that was signed artists. You know what I'm saying? I battled 2 industry people when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Just to show them how nice I was. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I can, tell you that they didn't take me serious because I was a kid. But the fact that I can say that I rapped against these 2 people, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that you can count that against me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you who they were. You know what I'm saying? And they're both well known, very well known, legends actually, both of them.
Okay. You gonna tell us?
The first person I battled when I was a kid was Mace.
Wow.
And I can tell you, my mom can confirm that. I saw Mace in the street somewhere, and I ran up on him, and I told him I could rap, and he was just like, all right, little man, you know what I'm saying? So I started spitting. Boom, I just was going. And then, Mace, he had hit me back. Maybe he hit me back with like, maybe like 8 bars, maybe 8, 10 bars, something like that. Yeah. And then, that was it. That's all he had to do. He Mace, you know what I'm saying? But that's when that happened. And then the other time, other person was Craig Mack. So Craig Mack was actually my neighbor. So this story is definitely confirmed. Like, this can be confirmed too, because I was like 12 or 13 when I did it, when I battled him. Now, he was my neighbor. So, like, because he was my neighbor, like, he was like the hood celebrity around where we was. And we constantly trying to get his attention as kids. And one day, like, I was, he had heard me rap like on a cassette tape, and he didn't believe it was me because I was so little. Like, I'm saying, like, I'm telling you I'm 12, but he couldn't believe that I was rapping the way I was. So we in front of his house, and I just started rapping, and then he rapped back at me. You know what I'm saying? He rapped like a verse, like not like a couple bars. He gave me an actual verse, and one of the verses that he gave me ended up being one of his big records, which was I think it was either the first or the second verse of the "Oops, there goes another rubber tree." He spit that verse before it came out to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like before that song was released, he spit that at me as a response to what I said to him. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, when that song came out, that's when I heard it. But yeah, man, so I've been, battle rap is a part of who I am. I just was trying to focus on music, but that's what it was, bro.
Okay. So your last battle on Danger Zone was the last when it was released last was the 14th of June 2018. That was against Young Merc. You've had some battles since then. I actually came and saw you live versus Marv One at the shop. I take my sons to get cut at out here in
that's right.
Addison,
You
I
did
believe.
show.
Yeah. So how's it been for you recently? You taking more so of a break off and whatnot. What's led to the break and whatnot? Like what's like? Yeah, go ahead.
So basically what happened with me, man, the reason why I had retired was, you know what I mean, was right after I had battled Young Merc. I had a battle like maybe like a couple weeks after that in Denver. It was me and Steve Staples. If y'all don't remember, there was supposed to be a Denver versus Danger Zone card like a couple years ago, and that card fell through because of just finances and stuff like that. But the league had lost. The league that was going to throw it lost money. So in order to make right, you know what I'm saying, they asked for at least two of us or two or three of us that was like the main events to come and basically make up those battles. So that was me, Steve Staples, and somebody else was supposed to come, but I forgot they couldn't make it or something like that. So it was just basically me, Steve Staples. On the way there, like literally on the way there, me and Buddha had found out that we was having sons at the same time, that same day.
Crazy.
Me and him had both had found out that we was having kids. So, you know what I'm saying? When I got to Denver, I was going over my rounds and me and Steve Staples was, you know what I'm saying, sparring. And I felt a certain energy of how I had to be and how I was going to be around my son. And I was like, yo, it's my last one, bro. I can't see myself having a child and focusing on my child and his battle rap craft at the same time. And Staples didn't believe me. He thought I was lying. And when I did that battle against this dude named Capital, I battled him. And then, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Boom. I was done 4 years straight. Like I was done. I meant that. Like, you know what I mean? And in the 4-year hiatus, like maybe like for like the last 2 years of the hiatus, Primus, who's like, like a brother to me in real life, you know what I'm saying? He was just constantly hitting me up every card that they was having for No Coast, asking me to come back. And I kept telling him no, kept telling him no, until the last card one of the last cards that they was doing, he had told me like, yo, it's that time. Like, I got somebody for you that I know that you want to battle, and they want to battle you. They calling you out. So I'm like, who? And it was Chef Trez. And me and Chef Trez, we have history.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, me and Chef Trez, we were supposed to, like, me and Chef Trez was supposed to be the next, like, two big battles that RBE wanted to push me and Trez. But what happened was John had blocked that battle. So when Trez came back around, it was like, yo, I want Rell. Like, that made me come back and be like, I bet. But then I had got sick, and then something happened with Trez, so they replaced the Trez battle with Marv One, and that's what made me be like, all right, you know what I mean? So that's what brought me back. So I'm not like, I don't want to come out and say like I'm back, like, yeah, I'm just nah, like I'm back, but it's not like an everyday thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I prefer to be staff. I really want to help the next generation of battle rappers and help the league get to a higher plateau and find new talent so that the league can keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It's crazy, man. I that you mentioned the energy that you kind of need to battle. A lot of people were shitting on J. Cole. This is different industry. It's different than what you guys do. But when he pulled out, he was talking about the energy that you have to if he was going to proceed with going at Kendrick Lamar and whatnot. And it wasn't the time. Right. It's just energy. It's just interesting. You mentioned it, man. The energy you have to have for this sport. You can have a son and whatnot. You ain't want to like mix the two and whatnot. So
exactly, bro. That's exactly what it was. So,
and I'm gonna tell you, man. I know you a humble guy, but I gotta ask you this question. With you being one of the dudes that you bring people out, you always show up, you always show out. But being that you from New York, but you are here now. There's always people, people mention New York and he not from the Chicago, blah blah blah. Here's the most important question: do you think you get the respect that you deserve?
Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even an ounce of it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm probably the most, I don't want to say disliked, but I'm the most like overlooked and most least respected battle rapper I think in the Midwest. Like, cause let's be clear, like, and you know this, OT, a lot of people
Yeah.
know this. Yes, I am originally from New York. I'm always gonna say I'm from New York because that's where I'm from. However, I've lived in Illinois for a very long time. Like, it's not like I've been out here for like 4 or 5 years. Like, I've been out here
Yeah.
15, 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? So I've been out here so
Yeah.
long that you could consider me a Chicago person if you want to, and certain people do. Marco, shout outs to Trufo. Trufo always tell people, he'd be like, nah, man, I don't care what nobody say. Rell one of us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it, bro. And there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna say either I'm not from here, or they're gonna say I'm rated, or there's rumors that I paid for battles, which is not true at all. And Levi and Buddha could tell you that out of their own mouths that that's not true. I earned everything
Yeah.
I got. Any ounce of respect that I received in this battle rap shit, I earned it because I went out there and did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree. I would agree. So your battle on the 28th is against Mr. Mills, who you guys actually, you guys are cool. You guys are friends, right?
Right. I would actually, no, yeah, I wouldn't say we cool. I would say we actual friends. Like, I don't use that word
Okay.
lightly. Me and Mills are friends. We've been friends for a very long time. This is like this would be considered like, I don't want to say like Levi and Buddha battling, but this is like, Bugs battling Jeff, or you know what I'm saying, or Meech battling Bugs. You know what I'm saying? These is dude, like, we known each other. Me and him known each other for like 12, 13 years now. You know what I'm saying? Probably even longer than that. You know what I mean? We've known each other so long, so we are actual friends. So this battle is not something I take lightly. You know what I mean? Because we, like you said this before. We said we made a pact, bro. Handshake, boom.
Yeah.
Never will battle ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We always stood on that. But when the league said, yo, they need a main event, you know what I'm saying? And we was trying to go through some other things, and we was trying to get other people. I was trying to give the baton to True, Frenchie, Joey, one of them, somebody else could be the main event to come back out. But it didn't. It felt, everything happened where it did. So then what I had to do, I had to go to the phone booth, loosen up the tie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So do you still have the back cave? Because I've been rocking with you for a minute. It's like so I remember when you say you got to go to the back cave. Why you going to the back cave for this battle?
I'm locked in this battle, and I'm definitely back cave mode. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see me really. I'm gonna come out to promote and stuff like that, but it ain't gonna be no more questions of the day or nothing like that. Anybody who know me, interacting like that is done. Like, I just had to tell people my life now. Like, now that today's the 1st, I am officially like in battle rap mode. I've been writing, I've been having, getting all my shit together, but now it's the cleanup, the quality control shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing that shit. Cause like you said, man, and I appreciate you recognizing this, OT. Nobody could point a finger at any battle where I came and I just was on bullshit. It's impossible in all the battles I ever had. And that's one thing I appreciate Buddha always recognizing about me. He said, you always always battle the right way when you do, you know what I'm saying? And this battle, no less, you know what I mean? This is somebody that, if they focused, this is, you know what I mean, one of the most deadliest opponents that I could ever face. If, you know what I'm saying, whether or not he's going to be focused, which I know he's going to be focused because it's me. This could potentially be one of the best back and forth bar for bar battles that ever happened in Danger
Zone. Yeah. With that being said, man, so this is Mr. Mills. We got Face. We got let's go back. We got KD. We got Big T. We got so many people, man, that you've battled. Who was like your toughest opponent? Like, as to where you like, yo, nah, I gotta really go to the cave on this one, where you actually was like, man, this the one. Like, who was your toughest opponent?
I would say T. It's between T and Big Cannon. And the reason why is like, I mean, T is T, you know what I mean? And at the time that me and Big T battled, he was still dangerous T. I'm not saying that he's not dangerous now. I'm not going to play him like that. But, over time, anybody, like, you know what I'm saying, either you get better or you plateau. T was still dangerous, like, could ruin your career, T. And with me having the pressure of being the face of the league for as long I was the face of the league, which I don't get enough credit for that either. Because I think I was the face of the league longer than any other person has ever been in Danger Zone. There was so much pressure in battling him. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have came in there, killed me so bad, wanted to come out to Danger Zone again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me and him had a great battle. You know what I'm saying? And then right after that, bro, a couple months after that, I battled Big Cannon. at a time when Big Cannon could have been the best battle rapper in all of Illinois, with talent-wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
what happened with that battle was what happened with the battle. But going into that battle, nobody is more. Personally, I don't feel that nobody is scarier than Big Cannon, because Cannon,
Unpredictable. What is he gonna do? Yeah. He
like,
could
you
be
don't know what
focused,
he's
or
gonna
he
do.
could just give you 6 rebuttals in a row. Like, what's gonna happen?
Exactly, bro. There's nothing that you could do for him. You could prepare as much as you want. You know what I'm saying? But that boy, like, when he's on it, he's on it. You know what I mean? Pause. And I was nervous. I was like, yo, you know, and I don't know if people know this, but me and Cannon had battled years before that. So we and him already had a rapport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On some street, you know, like you in the streets, you have a street little battle back and forth, go round for round. We did that already. So I knew what he was capable of, but he
Right.
evolved, obviously, you know what I'm saying? And he called me out. Like, I didn't call Big Cannon out. After he saw what happened with me and Big T, he said, I want Rell. For a Big Cannon to say that to me, oh, no, I mean, he got some shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always felt it was those two. But I do want to give an honorable mention. I'm not trying to be long with it, but I want to give an honorable mention to also Killer B. I think as far as like who I faced in front of me, who gave me the best battle, easily Killer B. Like, Big T was fire. You know what I'm saying? Other people was fire. Even Marv One came crazy. Like, he went crazy on me. But Killer B gave me 3 rounds of hell in a closed environment, and he was at home.
There's nothing more. Cage, right?
Yeah, that was a cage. That was the cage.
You're the first cage, aren't you? The first cage.
I created the cage. Like, when I mean, so I'm not even saying that as a disrespect, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me say this the correct way. We, as in me, Black Ice, John Doe, and D-Boy Dollars, we created the cage because of an accident, and we made it something, right? It was special. Then me and Killer B turned the cage into an actual event. So that's why when we went to the cage event, I actually went up there to go talk to him in person, because I felt some type of way that I wasn't even mentioned or invited. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big thing for me and Killer B to be there. We had to take a picture in the cage, like, to let people know, like, we did this. The reason why you have an event called the cage is because of us. We made this. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want nobody ever forget. And one day I'm gonna give the full story of how the cage was actually created, because it happened off of a mistake. And John Doe, he was a evil genius, and he created something, but I had to sign off of on it, like the Bill of Rights. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
No, that's crazy, man. Going back to that respect question, you know, I mean, that kind of even solidifies it even more. Like, yeah, that's wild. That's because that's one of my favorite platforms. Like, it was so different when they did that whole cage joint, and I think they kind of got them coming back a little bit now, right?
Yeah, they did. So and it's in a different environment, right? And so one of the ideas that I gave to John Doe was that, because the first cage is inside of an elevator, right? It's an industrial closed elevator, which, to give a little background, I was all the way against doing it the first time. Like, no, I'm not doing it, because I perform and I'm over here scared that, like, if I might, you know what I'm saying, hit the button and we all go crashing down and we die. But you know what I'm saying, put that shit aside. We battled, and then we made magic, and then, you know what I'm saying, with me and Killer B, we struck gold even more, and we made it an event where everybody wanted to, like, people, big name people were saying, oh, I want to get in the cage. I want to get in the cage. So then that's when they made it from being in the elevator, because they was like, man, we got to make some money somehow. Then they found an actual cage, like, you know what I'm saying, like an actual, like, UFC type style cage. And that's when they started doing events in there. But yeah.
That's wild, man. If you're watching right now, we got a 100-shot picture coming up pretty soon once I connect with him. But I got a couple more questions for Rell. You know what I'm saying? Again, back outside event that's happening July 28th. Tap into the Danger Zone page. Follow everywhere Danger Zone BL. Anybody who comes on here, they have to get this question. This because of Levi. So we're going to do it like this, man. Who is your Chicago Mount Rushmore?
So I caused a little controversy last time, because I said that there's 2, right? There's because of the time frame, but because I feel like if you say who's on like Mount Rushmore, who did what they did, and their spot is solidified, cannot be changed. Obviously, the big 3: Big Cannon, Little Cannon. My apologies, Dro. I did not do that on purpose, bro. My fault. Shout out to you, Joe. Big Cannon, Young Cannon, Big T, and to me, the 4th person to me would have to be True. However, I also understand why people say Gage, because Gage what he did in the city and how he is in the city is so, it's crazy. That man is the boogeyman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are afraid of
Really
that
is,
man
yeah.
to this day, bro. Like, like, yo, when it come to Gage, you should see how people like buckle and be like, big bro, big bro, big bro, because they scared of him. Like, and I don't mean like not to
Yeah.
be funny. He deserves that because he has done so much in the city and battled everybody and it's cerebral. So if you battled Gage and you survived, you should be recognized and respected.
I like how you did that. This is all Otis' fault. That was a bar. I remember that battle. I remember that. All right. Let's do it like this, man. What should the old and new fans expect from you back outside, man? What they getting from Relly Rell?
They're gonna get a lot of passion, focus. I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? The main thing that I would like to say, I'm gonna always be me. So I don't necessarily want to say I want to catch up to the style, catch up to the times, but I am evolving to become a better version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Gotcha.
want to say I want to sound like anybody else, catch up to the times, but I have to be me, just the most evolved version of myself, and that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, I show y'all that I could still be like LeBron on the Lakers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I may not have the same speed, but my three is better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I may not have the same strength, so my passing is a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Is more selective and stuff like that. So that's how you're gonna get a Relly Rell who knows the importance of how this battle may shape shape Danger Zone's future going forward. There's a lot of pressure on me because I got to make sure that I do what I have to do to make sure that this league that I love so much is going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that anybody else has ever had that type of pressure on them, nor could come and take on that responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're gonna get from me, man, for sure.
No, man, I would agree, man. I would agree, man. You know, when I think about it, I mean, at this point, this is like 5 or 6 main events. It's got to be right for Danger Zone.
I'd say so. I
Maybe
say this,
even
bro. I
more.
haven't not been the main event literally, and no matter what the league is, and this is the God honest truth, bro. The last time I wasn't the main event of any battle in any league ever was 2015, and that's when I battled on the PGs. Ever since then, I have been the main event on every single league and every card that I've ever been on, everywhere. I have one battle coming up, unfortunately, as a favor. You know what I'm saying? I have a battle coming up right before Mills, as like, you know, knock the rust off, whatever, pause, against J. Roan in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's the first time he's me battling him is actually breaking that main event streak, and I'm pissed off. So I got to spank him again as a rematch because he's making me lose that streak of being a main event. Even when I came back, I battled Marv 1. That was main event. I battled Rio right after that. That was main event. I'm battling Mills right after that. That's main event. So this is what I do, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy. Yeah, man. Last question and I'll get you out of here, man.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I mean, I can stay on longer. It's whatever. It's up to y'all.
Hey, no, we good. We gonna talk then. Here we go. Let's
All
get
right.
into it because Frenchie playing around. It's 8 o'clock. I told him to be here by now. Who's your GOAT, man? Overall, who is the GOAT in battle? Let's talk battle rap now. Who's the GOAT? Who's the greatest?
And all of battle rap, I say Tay Rock. I say, you know what? I'm gonna say it's a mixture of Tay Rock and T Rex. To me, both of them. And the reason why I say those two is because they both come from an era. They come from the off-camera era. They come from the era where the camera was like when the camera was first started, when battle rap wasn't cool, and then they elevated. Like Rex can say he's been in all eras of battle rap, whether he was great in all of them or not. He was consistently there in every aspect of it. And Tay Rock to me is just probably the most consistent battle rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying? So it's between them two for me personally.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think if I just to kind of get in there too. I think my GOAT probably would be. I don't know. It may be Clips, man.
I don't blame you.
It may be Clips just because I think when Clips had his run, he was so good even without having a third. Sometime it's probably going to either be Clips or maybe at this point, I don't know. That's tough. Tay Rock may be right there, especially from the longevity standpoint right now. Like he been doing this for a very, very, very long time, and he's still consistent with it. So you may have something there, man. what's the GOAT battle? See, I know if you like me, I've seen thousands of battles. Like, what's the GOAT battle, man? I'll make it
As
easy.
far as back, that's a great question, bro. That's an excellent question.
Give me your favorite three. Like, what do you think are the most significant three? So that you
okay,
can, you know what I mean?
Got you. That's a great question. Let me think about that. Damn, I like that question. Oh, you got some good ass questions. You know what? I'm gonna give you a question too, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give you a question first, but I got a question for you too. Because
Okay.
you asked the staff a question that made me think. So we're gonna get to that. GOAT battles. To me, if we're talking about impact as
There we
far as
go.
what this battle meant for the industry of battle rap, not necessarily how great it was as far as back and forth or bar for bar. The impact, I gotta go with Lux versus Calico. And I'm gonna tell you
that's
why.
my one. That's my one. Go ahead. Yep. Yeah.
I was there live when that battle happened. I was there at Summer Madness 2. And when I tell you what Lux did in that room was like watching The Rock versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the man really he really single-handedly turned battle rap from being something that's like kind of talked about to an actual industry where if you're not making music, you can still say, I can make a career out of that. And I'm not saying it wasn't just Lux. Calico had part of that. Hitman had part of that. Summer Madness 2 in general. But the most impactful battle that night was what Lux did. Nobody was everywhere after one battle like Lux. So I say Lux, Lux versus Cal. Damn, I'm gonna do this is impact. This is not necessarily back and forth as well. This is not this is how you know I'm a historian.
I got one for you too. Go ahead. Do you think?
I'm gonna say Enes versus Jay Mills on the band. And you know why I say that one, bro? Is because if it wasn't for that, bro, you know what I'm saying? That put the whole world on notice of battle rap, bro. And they was going crazy on each other back and forth. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they had 4 rounds. Neither one, if you really go back and watch it, like the full battle, if you type in Jay Mills versus Enes, full battle, all 4 rounds, not one of their rounds was trash. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Puff, you know, no Diddy, but he had his own, you know, he made the way, make it look a certain way because of the show. But if you just go back and listen to the raps, they was going crazy on each other, bro. And
outside of 8 Mile, that introduced a larger audience to battle rap for sure, 100%.
Exactly,
yep.
And that's the reason why I said that. So that's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I try to explain to certain people about battle rap, you know, certain times I gotta be. Before years ago, I'd be like, you know, 8 Mile, and they'd be like, yeah, I know 8 Mile, and then I'd have to explain. You don't have to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because of battles like Lux and Cal, or you know what I'm saying, or like Enes and J Mills. Even though I know that's you know time frame was whatever, but I'm just saying like. These battles are important to the industry of battle rap in general and help it become an industry. So I'm gonna say those are 2 based off impact, and I'm gonna say great battles. Just man, bro. I'm torn between 3 battles as my favorite. Like these are just my favorite battles to watch. I'm gonna say Tay Rock versus Charlie Clips, the rematch. And the reason why I say that is because bar for bar, they went retarded on each other. And it was great to see Tay Rock come and get his revenge. But Charlie Clips say, nah, I'm not giving that to you. You got to earn this. And literally every round, all 3 of their rounds from Charlie and Rock was insane. That's one.
I would agree. That's a great battle.
Like, yo, I mean, yo, it's one of the most quotable battles of all time. Like, yo, I be texting people sometimes to this day and be like, yo, you know how like an abandoned house be boarded up, like an abandoned house be boarded up, and and if people know, they'll respond with I pay my shooter, abandon your house be boarded. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Oh my god, that's yeah.
So I'm gonna say those 3 right there. I'm gonna just say that as for me personally, those are my 3.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm also for impact purposes. I'm gonna go Hitman Holla versus Averb.
That's fire. I was at that one too. I should have said that. I should have said that.
From a Midwest standpoint, man, I think that battle was just one of them ones that was very, very important. Outside of that, man, it's too many battles. I'm asking the question, and I don't even know myself, man.
You know what? You right, bro. That's my 3rd. I'm gonna remove Charlie Clips. I'm gonna remove Charlie Clips and Tay Rock because even though I love that battle, Hitman and Verb was 2. Like I said, I was there live for that one. I was there for that. Yes, sir. That's how you talk to your son. When I tell you that event, almost like people was walking out the door after that. Like literally, Verb had to be like, no, wait, I got 8 more bars. Wait, I got 8 more. Like literally, it was that impactful. Like it changed everything. So nah, that battle was crazy. So that's my 3 right there.
All right. And I got to think of one more. Then I'm gonna. All right, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go off the cuff, man, and mention it's a crazy overseas battle people probably don't even know about. Shoddy Horror versus Arsenal. If you never seen Shoddy Horror versus Arsenal, that took battle rap, I think, overseas and whatnot, because you know what I'm saying, people didn't really know about the UK and all that, but when Ars went over there, that battle I think still got like 3 million, like 3-4 million views to this day. So I don't know.
Shoddy was going crazy, bro. Shoddy can rap, bro.
Shoddy can rap.
Like rap. Even when sometimes you can't understand his words, his accent, you know what he's saying is fire. Like Shoddy crazy, bro. Shoddy Horror is a problem, like literally, bro. So you on point with yours. You on point with yours. All right. So I know we limit all time because I know Frenchie coming up. So
Frenchie, we may have to reschedule. We'll see. He got a little something going on, but yeah, go ahead. What question you got for me, man? What you got?
So listen, you asked the question to the league the other day, and it was a very good question. And it was because it was 2 individuals. There's 2 different answers, and one person's answer got a response. You asked them who is the MVP of Danger Zone, right? And everybody got their own answer, regardless of what you say. But I want to know from you, OT, and your opinion. You don't got to tell me who your GOAT is, but what's the criteria in order to be the MVP, not GOAT, but MVP of Danger Zone?
I think it is impact of the league, like it, like just in general terms, how important are you to the league? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you can just base it right there. Like, overall, from the standpoint of beginning to end, 2012 to 2014, who has been the most important person to touch the Danger Zone Battle League stage? Yeah. That's so funny.
All right.
I like what you did there. I like what you did there. That was smooth. You know, man, it's one of 2 answers. And for me, I cannot give that answer because I know how important those 2 people are. And you know who they are.
Absolutely. I mean, I have one answer. That other person may have another answer, but I think it's only right. And this is the reason why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Because whoever your answer is fine. And I don't mean just you. I mean whoever's watching, who's ever watching the show. Whatever your answer is, it could be psych, scientific, keys, street prophet, me, Trufo, Frenchie, Chris Shields, who doesn't get enough respect for being the founder of this whole fucking thing.
That's my actual homie right there. You don't even. That's my homie.
Love Chris Shields. Like I love Chris Shields like a brother, man. Chris Shields, that's my dog. I love Chris Shields. And he's an incredible talent. But what I was gonna say was, whatever your answer is, you just have to, as long as you can explain why that's your answer, or have and you can answer what the criteria is. Because like what you said it very importantly. And I had to ask this question to Buddha and Boogs based, you know what I'm saying, later on, was what is the criteria? Is it importance in general? Is it, okay, I said, was it talent? Is it, who had the biggest draw, who made the most money? Is it overall what you meant to the league? Is it what anybody did for the league? You know what I'm saying? So once you have that criteria, then it's like, okay, I can understand your answer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So your answer was overall from 2012 to 2024, who had the biggest impact as far as who did what for the league. And that I can respect, regardless of what your answer may be, regardless of whose answer it is on this and who's watching this. As long as you understand that there are many individuals that are important, but there's not too many who had the same level of impact as maybe 2 or 3. I really say it's only 2. That's really that can say that. There's other people that did their thing and whatever, but as far as impact, it's only 2. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush and be stupid. One of them is me. We just can't.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? No, that's not for you. I'm just saying that for the people that's watching. One of them is me. I don't care who. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't think I'm talented enough. I have arguably done more for this league than anybody else. And I don't mean as far as like just battle rap wise. I mean just as for the league. Yeah. There's nobody else who's done what I have done. You know what I'm saying? And there's one other thing I want to say, and this is very important. This is not about. This has nothing to do with Keys or Psych or, you know what I'm saying, True or anybody else. I just want to talk about loyalty. Mm-hmm. When you look up the definition of loyalty, my name and picture needs to be right there. Because there is nobody in the history of Chicago battle rap who has been as loyal to any league as I have been to Danger Zone. And that's it's not close. You can't name any other battle rapper in the history of this sport in Chicago who has been more loyal to one league than I have. And that's just flat out, period. Yeah. I burned bridges because of my loyalty to this league. Burned bridges. You know what I'm saying? Me and Queen, we good. Me and Gracie is good. So there's no issues. Like we hashed out all our shit. My first and only battle in guerrilla warfare was because I started off my round saying something about Danger Zone, and I only knew them niggas for a couple weeks. Yeah. It's unequivocal. Like this, you know what I mean? So regardless of what anybody want to say, or people be like, oh, they push. Some people be trying to hate on me and be like, oh, they just force Fred Rell and they just gave Rell all the names. Bro, what I did for this league it can't be accounted for, bro. Like everybody knows behind the scenes what I've done. I've done as much for this league than it's like I'm as important to this league as Jordan is to basketball. And I don't even mean that as like on some, I'm meaning the great as far as talent. I mean what numbers and revenue you brought to and what things you did to elevate the league to make it global. That's what I mean. So that's all I wanted to say.
No, I 100% agree, man. Yeah, man. No, because Chicago, it had been some interesting times within the culture. Let's say, to say the least, man. Anything else you want to give to the people before we get out of here, man?
You know what, man? I just wanted to say I appreciate the time, you know what I'm saying, that not only that I have on this platform, but just for the people that ever watched any of my battles, man, who believed in me. You know what I'm saying? There's people that don't believe in me and don't like me and not a fan of me, and that's okay. But if you watch my battles just to see me lose or hope that I lose, you still watched it. You know what I'm saying? You still support it. It's just the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say thank you to all of those people. You know, the next few cards, I'm working real hard with the other members of the staff to make the next couple cards, you know what I'm saying, as impactful as we can. I want to appreciate you, OT, because you don't necessarily have to do any of what you're doing right now, but you taking the time out of your day, walking, stepping away from our responsibilities as a father and as a husband, you know what I'm saying, to interview and promote this card, you know what I'm saying. Your loyalty to the league is recognized and appreciated as well, bro. I just want you to know you are a legend in your own right, OT, not only as a, you know what I'm saying, but as one individual saying that to another, bro. I salute you, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Y'all check it out. 728 again. We're gonna have to reconnect with Franchise. I'm gonna do it live with him Wednesday at 7:30. So y'all come check that out because I gotta shake. You know what I'm saying? Do some stuff myself, and he
same day. Hey, look, man, daddy duty's never over, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never over. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, Mills, I just want to say this to Mills, man. When he watches this, bro, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my man, man, but it just got to be done, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna have a drink, we gonna laugh, but when they say, you know what I'm saying, when they say I and OT start talking, I don't know you.
Listen, he'll be on. I've reached out to just about it. Listen, we're promoting this card. He'll be on pretty soon. He can. I want to hear Indiana. That's the Midwest. Indiana's a part of the Midwest. There's a whole story there as well, and I want to get that from him. So he'll be on pretty soon. So yeah, man, absolutely. Next time, man. We'll see y'all.
All right.
Yep.
Salute, peace. OT. Appreciate you, boss.
All day, man.
All right.